I accidentally deleted the video footage from the previous session before uploading it on YouTube. I'm a little bit annoyed about that because I know it's 100% my fault. I wanted to free up some space on my phone, and since I was editing the video from the previous day a bit late, and I was planning on putting up 2 videos in one day just to catch up for that and not get too confused about what workout gets uploaded when, I ended up making a mistake, and I lost the full session. It's a shame that I cannot put it on YouTube, but at least I did the work, and it was a good session. I was doing high pulls with 55 kilos. I did good volume work on the hip thrust with 100 kilos for a few sets, and I also did some standing overhead presses with the barbell with 30 kilos, which is something that I have not done in a long time, and my shoulder is feeling better and better, and I was supersetting that with some neutral grip pull-ups. So the last session was a good one, and it will live on in the gains it provided. But now talking about the session at hand, I started off with front squats, and last time they triggered a bit of a discomfort in my left piriformis, which I'm dealing with at the moment. But this time I wasn't really feeling any annoyance at all, which is a good thing because last time I had to cut the sets short to 1. This time I did 2, and the first set I did 6 reps, the second one I did 5. This was good work. I felt it a lot in my quads, and when I'm looking at the technique from the side, I don't really see anything wrong. My back is as upright as I can manage, and this is also why I wanted to record the set from the side. The gym was really busy. I had to use this station here. So the first set that I recorded, it was from the back. I kind of tend to round it a bit, and from that angle and perspective, it didn't really look that good. But from the side, I can't really fault it in any way. It was good work. And then I moved over to the 45-degree hyper to do a few sets with back extensions with an extra weight. Last time, after the squats triggered the pain in the piriformis, I went here and I did a few sets with body weight only, just because I wanted to see to what extent I was able to still bend my hips. And I noticed that if I go all the way down and there is a bit of rounding in the back, I do feel it in the piriformis. But with this technique here, I don't really feel any discomfort. And I stopped doing this exercise a few months back because I had a bit of a discomfort also in my bicep femoris tendon. But at this time, with this load, I don't really feel much pain, and I hope that I can progress this in the future. This was part of a planned overall of the workout for the winter season, so I would be adding a few exercises here and there. I wanted to provide a bit more of strength volume for the posterior chain, and I think that the back extension is a really good exercise. So with the lower body done, I moved over to the upper body part of the session. I started off with some pullovers that I superset with bodyweight pull-ups. The pullovers, I was really keen in getting as clean of a technique as I could master. So 12 kilo dumbbell, which I found to be a decently challenging weight, especially now that I was hoping to lower it as slowly as possible and control it all the way up while keeping my arms as extended as I could. And I think that I did a good job. This is the second set, and when I'm looking at the way that I'm lowering the dumbbell, there is a little bit of a bend in my elbows, but this is simply because if I was to fully extend the elbow, I would start to feel the muscle engaged shifting from the lats to the little muscles in the shoulder, mainly the rotator cuff, which is something that I want to avoid like the plague. And I found this technique to be quite good for what I'm trying to get out of this. And the superset was push-ups, body weight only for higher reps, which I think is a nice pairing in contrast with the low reps and weighted that I did for the lower body part of the session. And in here, the first set was 25, the second was 22, so one more than the second set the previous time. This feels like a very good finisher on a squat day. High repetitions, keep the intensity high, but the load is low, and I will slowly progress it over time, no big deal. Ciao.